You may love your cat for their cuddles, purrs, and quirky behavior, but back in medieval times, your feline friend might have been feared, even burned at the stake. Yes, cats, especially black ones, were once thought to be witches in disguise, messengers of the devil, or omens of death. But how did such elegant, clever creatures go from being gods in ancient Egypt to accused servants of darkness? Today, we're uncovering the dark and misunderstood history of cats in the Middle Ages, and how superstition nearly erased them from the pages of time. In ancient times, cats were revered as protectors and spiritual allies. But as Europe moved into the medieval era, a wave of religious fear and superstition began to twist that image. The rise of Christianity brought with it a fear of pagan practices, and since cats were once associated with older, nature-based religions, they became targets. Their mysterious behavior, glowing eyes, and nocturnal nature made them seem otherworldly. What was once mystical was now misunderstood and feared. Medieval folklore began to link cats, especially black ones, to the devil himself. People believed cats were witches' familiars, or even witches transformed. It wasn't uncommon to hear tales of cats sneaking into homes, casting spells, or being spotted during strange supernatural events. In some parts of Europe, it was thought that Satan took the form of a cat to walk unnoticed among people. This connection to dark magic turned innocent animals into dangerous symbols, and the consequences were deadly. During the infamous witch hunts of the late medieval and early modern periods, thousands of people, mostly women, were accused of witchcraft, and cats were often included in the accusations. If a woman lived alone with a cat, she was more likely to be suspected. If her cat acted strange, it was seen as a sign of demonic influence. Cats were sometimes tortured, burned, or killed alongside their human companions. Even worse, confessions under torture would often mention cats, sealing their fate as guilty by association. The idea that black cats are bad luck? It all stems from this dark time in history. Because black cats blended into the night and were harder to see, they were believed to be more mysterious, and therefore, more dangerous. This stigma stuck around for centuries. Even today, in some places, black cats are less likely to be adopted from shelters due to lingering superstitions. It's a tragic legacy of a time when fear outweighed fact. In 1233, Pope Gregory IX issued a papal bull called Vox in Rama. In it, he condemned a heretical cult, and described, in shocking detail, a satanic ritual involving a black cat. This document helped solidify the belief that cats were part of devil worship. Though it was intended to target specific groups, it fueled widespread cat persecution across Europe. What started as religious control turned into superstition-fueled cruelty, with cats paying a terrible price. Here's where history takes a darkly ironic turn. During the 14th century, the Black Death swept across Europe, killing millions. And guess who could have helped stop it? Cats. Cats naturally controlled rat populations, the very animals spreading plague-carrying fleas. But by then, many cats had been killed due to superstitions, allowing rats to thrive. In trying to root out evil, society unknowingly removed one of its greatest protectors. It wasn't until the 17th and 18th centuries that cats began to shake off their cursed reputation. Farmers began to appreciate their pest control skills again, and slowly, they returned to homes and barns. By the Victorian era, cats were becoming household companions once more, no longer witches' familiars, but furry family members. Still, the superstition around black cats lingered long into the modern era. The journey from feared to favored was slow, but cats were finally reclaiming their throne. So were medieval cats actually evil? Of course not. But their mystery, independence, and intelligence made them easy targets for a fearful and superstitious world. They were misunderstood symbols caught in a whirlwind of religious fear, misogyny, and folklore. But their story reminds us of the power of perception, and how dangerous fear can be when it's left unchecked. Today we know cats for what they truly are: clever, curious, and deeply loving in their own unique way. But their history serves as a powerful reminder: the same traits that make someone, or something, stand out can also make them a target. So if your black cat crosses your path, maybe give them a little treat. Not for luck, but to honor their survival through centuries of misunderstanding. If you enjoyed this journey through feline history, give this video a like. Subscribe for more fascinating cat facts and drop a comment. Would your cat be accused of witchcraft? Or would they be running the coven?